All right, everybody ready? Let's get this going. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Vexus, the Lurking Legend. Y'all can just call me Vex. So happy to have you all here. Welcome once again for another wonderful Scarlet Pirates stream. We are Group 2 solos of the One Piece D&D TLA community, and we are so back. We had a recap last week that went really well. If you have not checked it out, if you're current, it's nothing new necessarily, and we'll be going over a little bit of some of the slightly canon events that happened there. If you're not caught up, go check out that recap and then come back to us. Keep me on in the background because watch time means, I'm kidding. But make sure you guys like these streams. Check out all the links in the description where you can support all of the other One Piece D&D TLA groups and all of my wonderful players. And yeah, let's go ahead and hear from those players. First up, we have somebody who was not with us for the recap last week, and we're very hyped to have them back with us. The future queen of the pirates herself, the captain of the Scarlet Pirates, Captain Scarlet herself, played by Balincc. How you doing, bro?
Yo, I'm super hyped with what we got going on, bro. We're just trying to see if I'm not too tipsy, you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. And next up, we have our brother in arms. We have a man who's a part of many of the One Piece D&D TLA groups. We have the man who plays the formerly four-armed Azrael, Lord Azrael. We have Ragnar. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, we pretty good. I'm out here. I'm looking forward to see what happens next. What's the next turn point of this adventure? I'm excited.
Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Hype as always.
Also, we sound fine on screen.
I'm sorry.
Slightly lower.
You say y'all are slightly lower? I'll turn y'all up a little bit.
Yeah,
what were you saying,
we're
Dill?
we're all good. Yeah.
I was saying you put a lot of emphasis on that formerly.
That's hilarious. Next up, we have our other brother in arms, the frontline combatant of the last arc himself. We have the first mate of the Scarlet Pirates crew, NoChill Dill, playing NoChill D. No relation. How are you doing tonight, brother?
Yo, doing pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Should be at disadvantage. Yep.
The preemptiveness.
That's not bad, you know. That's
pretty
either
bad.
A crit success or a 5.
It's pretty bad.
Wow.
You know.
How's everyone doing in the chat? It's great to see y'all. Love to see y'all's responses. Keep it up. But yeah, we're here to solo as we normally do. Once again, back again, as Marshall Mather put it.
Oh my god. Next up, we have the man, the myth, the legend, always living the dream. We have playing Bang D Boom, the shipwright of the Scarlet Pirates. We have Partypete with us tonight. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, greetings and salutations, folks. Living the dream as always. Just in case you were wondering, but yeah, definitely excited to be back. Like I said, it's a good turning point in our adventure. A lot of possibilities, a lot of new events on the horizon. So yeah, it should be fun.
Hell yeah. Fresh off of a level up at that, so I could throw a whole bunch of bigger shit at y'all. As if the Sea King wasn't big enough, you know. He said calm down. Like next up,
you did just throw Cece at us. So.
Okay. Speaking of Cece, we have for their second intro on the channel ever, their first full actual canon session, we have the wonderful Julian Casacasa, aka Cece, played by somebody who's like a brother to me, the captain of the last arc, one of my absolute best friends, Straw Hat Lucas. How are you today?
I'm doing really good, brother. I'm very, very, very excited for the session. I'll do promo and stuff for my channel at the end of the session. But I just want to take a moment and say, guys, have you looked how crisp the new overlay for the stream is? Like,
Ooh.
geez, Vex.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I just want to say I find it funny that we've met Cece for a total of 2 hours at best, and she's closer to the rest of the crew than Bang is on the portraits.
Calm down, bro.
Bro,
But
what are you even doing?
don't be like
Bro,
this.
it-
No.
it's
Hold
just-
on. We
you got
gotta
pushed
get through
to
the
the
rest of the
outside.
intros. Like, we're not gonna overanalyze this, but
do you
what's
want
up?
me to go ahead and roll this Constitution save and take Dill's lead here?
Go for it. You're the only other one who needs to really roll one, and then I'm gonna make sure that I get our last player. Certainly not least,
cool.
though. Introduced, we have the one, the only W. Helmsman himself of the Scarlet Pirates. You know him, you love him from Group 14, aka Mikey's Men, aka the Sakura Pirates, and we are so happy to have you here with us today. We have Torimori, aka Mikey D. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. What up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. Good to see all my fellow Scarlet Pirates again. Yeah, shout out Group 14, but tonight is a night all about soloing. I can't believe Group 2 is here to solo yet again. Like,
Yet again.
we just do this week after week. I feel like part of the audience at
You
this
can't
point.
keep getting
It's
away with
wonderful.
it. I'm sorry.
No, get away with it.
All over all of us.
Be getting away with it. I love
Oh
it.
my goodness. Yeah, I'm so happy to have the full crew back and be back in action. Not even a hurricane could stop us from convening today and absolutely soloing, although it did try very valiantly, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, thankfully inclement weather did not get in the way of this, and I'm super hype. Last time on the Group 2 session and whatnot, we had a bit of a 0.5 session. We like to line up our SBSs and recaps and things like that with Oda's timing of the SBSs. And I didn't even really intend to do that. It just kind of like happened. I don't know. I have like a sixth sense about me. I was like, it's time. And we did a recap. We did a full recap of everything Void Sessions related, as well as everything post Shivers and onward, which starts at session 1 on my channel here. So if you want a whole bunch of juicy details, things that we might not have gone over in our other previous recaps and stuff like that, and a lot of witty banter from the crew and everything like that, make sure you go check it out, like that stream, leave some comments and leave some love in there and whatnot. But we are back here, and we're flavoring the recap as a bit of a conversation that Cece had with most of the crew as they were all getting shit-faced at her house in her orchard, not far away from the Chateau de Papier, while she goes on a bit of an extended lunch hour. And yeah, it is still, I believe, Sunday midday-ish, right after the newspaper dropped on Saturday. So we're still in that same day, and we're going to pick up exactly where we left off with Cece having a bunch of new knowledge and holding her liquor like an absolute champion and recalling all of the little details that she got from the crew as a whole, except for from Lord Azrael, who does not partake in the sauce. So he is completely stone cold sober as a bird, and shared probably very little of his tellings. Also, I'm getting an echo from somebody. I'm not sure who it is.
It's Monsieur Lucas. I was just typing it out.
But yeah,
Oh, no.
so that is exactly where we are going to be started off. I'm going to go ahead and drag us onto a new map. As you are all sharing beverages at Cece's Orchard. First, I'm going to go ahead and show us an old map really quick so I can kind of like get our positions, get us a little bit familiar. We were previously here at the Chateau de Papier, and you guys are just going to be about like a little 10-minute stroll just to the south here. Not quite to this like other orchard here, but a little bit in between, very close to the chateau within the woods here. And I'm going to go ahead and drag us to Cece's Orchard. Here we go, and it looks like everything is in good sight for the stream. But yeah, you guys have noticed that autumn has hit. It's the beginning of October in session right now, and there's a little bit of a tinge to some of the leaves falling off the trees and things like that, and there's pumpkin patches in the distance and stuff like that through all of the orchards and whatnot. But this is Cece's lovely and humble abode. And I kind of put you guys circled kind of where I figured you guys might sit near each other. We've got the two brother in arms next to each other, and then CC next to Bang D Boom, next to Big Azra. Dalt's obviously next to Sumiya and Davos, and the captain is just front and center right there. But yeah, feel free to move yourself around. It's just, we're just gonna imagine that y'all are just sitting around a little on a little tatami rug or something like that, near like a living room table, just knocking back shot after shot after shot while y'all kick back. I don't know what exactly Lord Azrael is going to be doing for the most part while you guys are getting silly, but we'll go ahead and start there. Crew.
I have fresh water if you want it.
Sorry, go ahead. Go again.
Oh, I was saying I got fresh water if you want it, brother.
Oh, I'm pretty good. The atmosphere here seems like the water would be affected by how freaking intoxicated you guys are.
Oh my god. But
We'll just be here as I slide him a flask.
Let's see, did everybody drink the water that they got like a long time ago before y'all actually entered into the glass house from when y'all were at the temple?
I think I did. I drank mine.
Yeah, we drank that water.
There's no
the
question.
Water that I got.
I ran out of water before I got there.
The water
I
got
have
was
water
all
in
for
my
the
house.
Glass house jailers.
I should hope so. Casa, you're doing great for yourself. This Davos is super. He's feeling good. He's together, but he's feeling it too. You're doing just so good. This is incredible.
I think I'm gonna get started on making you guys that lunch. Tipsy, lost track of time. And when I say this, I am gonna look at Dill specifically.
Okay. Bruh.
Well, I'm hungry. Sounds good to me. And then I'm just gonna, I guess, start working on some blueprints for some bullets.
Hell yeah. Well, CC starts to kind of get everything like whipped together. Did you want to maybe loosely describe what the inside of your house kind of looks like? I didn't really feel like doing a whole map for it. We're just gonna, I'll let you paint a picture if you want. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a normal spiel,
Yeah, it's a very log cabin-esque. A lot of homemade decorations and things like that. Very much a home of somebody who would know their way around like the woods and things like that.
Okay, and as you go to kind of prepare a lunch really quickly, what do you think some of the more observant of the crew, like Scarlet and Davos and Bang, might see as you're like just kind of dancing around, preparing things like effortlessly,
Some of the decor is made of bones.
Yikes.
Bones.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Like animal bones. They're small bones, so you definitely know they're not unless they're from a small human.
Yeah, still, Bangy Boom is gonna have like a slight side eye as he goes back to working on his blueprints and just like, alright.
Nah, that's cool as hell.
Scarlet's like, yeah.
Did he move? Like our move?
Oh my goodness. But yeah,
wait,
a little bit.
Do they move?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're just bones.
Yeah, a little bit
I
of
mean,
time
there's probably, like-
passes as Julian Casacasa here prepares a little something something for the crew. And in that time, Bang D Boom said he's working on like blueprints and things like that. Is anybody else specifically using just a little light, 5 or 10 minutes to get anything accomplished? I also wanted to make sure, can everybody see everybody's HP
Yeah.
and names and stuff? Okay, cool.
Yes.
PC's is green, but it's all good.
That's intentional, but yes.
He doesn't have red blood. We can't paint the town scarlet with her.
Bruh. But yeah, is anyone else focusing on any what the
Yeah, pretty strange thing to say, not gonna lie.
And I'm assuming Dill is just kind of, taking more swigs, right? We'll say you've already done your first Constitution save for if anybody else is also partaking further, feel free to make me a flat Constitution saving throw. As everybody else has done pretty well other than Dill, who is giving himself disadvantage. Bruh.
Yeah, I'm not drinking. I'm focusing on my studies.
Gotcha.
And
Do I
I
need to
guess-
roll anything for my cooking?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a cook's utensils.
Let's go. I'm trying to impress.
Or I guess I'll say
You don't cook while you're
Damn.
Yo, is this house like in the middle of like nowhere? Like in the woods or something?
It's surrounded by an orchard. So there are like fruit trees all surrounding you and whatnot. And when you guys walked in here, you saw a bunch of like red, like apple like fruits, as well as some pink ones. And like just like apples and peaches and things like that. There's a lot of orchards polka dotting this side of the coast of the island.
Oh, I'm gonna just tell everybody I'm gonna go take a little walk. I don't know why. I'm gonna just go walk this stomach hurt. Oh man.
Okay.
That's this way. Oh man. Wait a minute, hold on. I said I was gonna take a walk. Alright, I got
Homegirl is gone. And as this happens,
is
and
your
you
captain
see,
okay?
yeah, you see Scarlet kind of
Yeah,
stumbling.
it'll be
Cece will say that you finished preparing the meal.
Nah, I'm not taking a walk. I'm gonna sit down.
I made like steak and rice. It's just something quick and easy that I had in the cabin. I give everybody pretty easy, but Scarlet's thrice the size of everyone else's.
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess I'll eat my food. Thank you very much. I'm starving.
Cece will then take a bite of the food, pick up another bite, rub her fingers together over it, and then eat it, and like kind of, and then that to her plate.
Can I roll
Is
some
it?
kind of check?
Is it just cutting out for me?
If we have to use my passive, it's all right.
No, Lucas is cutting out.
Uh-oh. Is it better now?
I wouldn't know until you started to talk more.
Valid point.
Check.
It seems fine. But yeah, so food is served, and Scarlet, who was fairly tipsy and stumbling, I'm sure is pretty excited to get food into her belly. Anybody who is partaking of the meal, go ahead and roll 1d4. Huge.
Let's go.
Wild.
Four.
Yo, what?
This meal was made to spite Davos.
Rip. But yeah, so you guys are gonna be able to add that much temporary hit points. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna roll for Dalt,
Hooray.
Samia, and Azra in that order. So first I'll roll for Dalt. But yeah, y'all can go ahead and continue chit-chatting and whatnot.
So
Well, I guess
Captain Scarlet, if I might ask, what are your plans? Are you going to go to the Grand Line?
Yeah. At some point, she starts getting at the right thing. Hold on. She starts really getting at the right. She's like, all right, you got to get the One Piece.
You're going for the One Piece?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna be the pirate queen. Let's go.
Cece smiles like really, really big, and she's like, "So how much do you like that food?"
I love it. I love the food. I'm and Davos is just devouring it after hearing Captain
Really good
Scarlet
at it.
say that.
I like it so good. I want another one, please.
Of course.
Damn, this shit's good.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to get to the Grand Line. If you need someone to cook for you, that's kind of what I do. I've traveled myself quite a bit around the blue here, and
You don't want the One Piece, right? That's
no,
me.
I don't want it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Balincc sound like
I
he
mean, I would
actually
love
has
to
a
see what
mouthful
it
right
is,
now.
but- yeah, right. That's what got me, dude. Like,
You hear the smacking?
I just want to see what it is.
He's like, oh, yeah, oh, it's good, it's good.
Oh my god.
I guess I'll start like flipping through that book I got. I'm gonna munch on my food a little bit, eat some rice, flipping through some pages.
Yeah, so you got a
Good
book
idea.
on inventions and like weapons, ammunition, and shipcraft and things like that. You got maybe a few pieces of literature. You're going to have advantage on history rolls, as well as also like there's going to be a little bit of like a boon you get from this, but specifically on like history and engineering rolls revolving around weapons that are isolated here to the north and their craft, as well as vessels from around the world.
Okay.
I would also like to read the book that I checked out, or that Bang D Boom checked out.
Yeah, you're going to be able to get advantage. You specifically got one on Mato blades, correct, Dill?
Yes.
So yeah, you're gonna have advantage to identify Mato blades, and if it is below a certain DC, I'm just gonna give you an auto success. As some of them are pretty well known, some of them are not depicted. Specifically, the one that you're in possession of is not depicted. So there are names. There's a plethora of names that could belong to the sword that you have, but there's no pictures for some of these blades. But you are aware that it is a skilled grade sword, most likely. Yeah. Like most likely. So that's going to be an interesting thing there for you. Lord Azrael, you are going to have advantage after perusing your book with Samia. You're going to have advantage on any poison, toxin, or like herbal remedies of certain sorts of anything involving the North Blue. It's a little bit different going into the Grand Line, but anything here in the North Blue, you're going to go ahead and have advantage on those as well. Make sure you guys are writing this down also. And then Scarlet, you got a book on the mermaid. Yeah, Scarlet, you got a book on the Mermaid Princess, and there was no literature that was to be found on the Skeleton Coast itself. But as it's like it's known as like mythology and things like that. But as far as this is a fantasy like book, like a work of fiction. And Scarlet, you hear the tale of a mermaid princess from long ago that was able to unite all of the seas with her voice. And we'll see if that becomes important later, potentially. Davos, were there any books that you wanted to check out while you were visiting the library at Davos? Or have you got your good perusing of the chateau in your time, or like you're just not necessarily interested in like how, were you thinking of checking anything out?
No, I don't think I did check anything out.
Gotcha. And Cece is very well learned herself, and so there is a bit to be said about what she is aware of as well. But we'll get to that. We'll you know, burn that bridge after you cross it, you know, so to speak. But yeah, so you guys are kind of like calming down after some serious drinking and some serious you know, munching. And a few of you might be perusing some of the books that you got. They're very well kept. There's no like stains or creases or like little like dog ears or anything. Like these books are well respected, and it seems that the paper is coated in like a little waxy film that is keeping them more or less, you know, pretty waterproof. The ink has not faded from any of them. Like they all seem to be very well maintained, and like the test of time they've certainly passed. Anything else anyone's doing in between scarfing down food and interacting and whatnot?
I'm just gonna finish this conversation between Scarlet and TC.
Before we get into that, I'll let you resume. I want to need a perception check from everybody present. We will need to beat a 17, or you know, don't worry about it. But that is the wow. We'll need to beat a 17, is what I said.
Well, meets it, beats it.
It doesn't, because
about to
Scarlet's
execute.
passive is a 17, so it needs to be higher than a 17.
Dang.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna try and get away with the but it's an active.
Nope. So has everybody rolled?
I think we're missing.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
I was about to say I think we're missing Lord Azrael, but that's a success from Captain.
Well, then I won't even need a roll for the nomads. Wonderful.
There's still a 19 on the dice from the Captain.
Scarlet, you are a little bit intoxicated, and you're stuff in your face, and you know you're definitely interested in having this conversation with an individual that you guys are getting more familiar with, but you just met. There seems to be like a calming presence about like this whole area, and you know you seem pretty eager to share some information. And you know she seems to know a thing or two about the Grand Line and the North Blue and how to make a good meal, which is something you haven't had in a minute, other than some of the little like not as filling, just like hors d'oeuvres that Holly put together. She could make some tasty like bites, but this is a full ass meal that you're able to dig into, right? While you continue on with your conversation with her, you do notice that there is a little vibration, kind of like just slowly, like in weird loose intervals, a little, like just like ripples forming in the cup in front of you, just every now and then. Carry on.
What? wait. Am I supposed to like act like that never happened?
You can do whatever you want.
All right, bet. You know, as she's finishing this bowl of rice, she's like, "So, what we talking about? Are you like temporary, like Holly? Are you gonna be like, you gonna be part of the crew, like nomads? Are you gonna end up like the two dumb bitches at the bar? Damn them two."
No, I'm looking for
Damn
someone
them too.
I can trust to get me into the Grand Line. If you can do that, I'll stand by your side until.
I'm gonna look at Cece and say, bad choice. Never trust humans. They always let you down.
She looks at Lord Azrael, but she will not make eye contact.
How do you look
All
at
right.
them without looking at them?
You can
Like
join,
in your direction.
but be careful. You don't know what you got yourself into. This is a pretty crazy team we got here.
Oh, don't worry. Like I said, I've sailed the North Blue quite a bit. I even have like an epitaph.
What's the epithet?
It's what they call you, Captain. You know how I'm 4 arms Azrael? Not anymore. But you know how
More like 2 arms.
it's the names we have on our podcast, Captain. You know?
Oh, like a name,
Yeah.
like a cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call me, and when she says this, I feel like the entire focusing on the bone decoration. She's like, they call me the Butcher.
Wait, they call you? You didn't make it up yourself?
No, I didn't make it up.
I say, Captain, let me talk to you for a second. I'll go with her, Captain.
I'm just gonna be like, well, I guess these steaks are pretty good. I'm gonna just go back to eating and reading.
I know you're new to the ocean, Captain, but usually when somebody gets the name like Butcher, they're not good people.
Yo, I low-key want a cool name. Shit.
Wait, don't you have prisoners right now?
Listen, my epithet is a prisoner, man.
Can I hear this?
Yeah, you can hear this.
There are
Oh, excuse me, intern.
Yeah,
Interns. Oh, right. Intern.
yeah. I was at this point. Dill was through the wind. He would slip up and say, "Yeah, they're just our test subjects. They're not our prisoners."
Yeah, to each their own, I guess.
Yo, what do you be butchering? They be gaining such a name.
It's just a nickname that I got while I was traveling, and then like this story started going around that I cut up a crew and fed them to some fishermen.
A crew?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
all over the sky.
It's just a rumor. I promise. Like,
everybody, go ahead and roll an insight, except for CC.
Yo,
Vex, do I need to roll an insight when I adamantly believe this person is a psychopathic murderer?
Roll an insight with disadvantage.
All right, I'll do that.
You just talked yourself into disadvantage.
That's wild. Nasty work.
Okay, so
that's what I want all along.
Davos, you instantly know the truth. That and I'll let you I'll let you figure that out, you know, but like you your thoughts on CC have not changed upon hearing this information. As you
have my thoughts changed?
No, your thoughts have not changed, Ragnar.
It's the same time Davos gets that impression. Me and Davos look at CC and it's the total opposite face. Like, you know, that disgusting face. And Davos is like,
So everybody but Lord Azrael firmly believes, Davos more than others, firmly believe that it is just a rumor. This person has no reason to lie to you, and they've been very friendly and hospitable. Lord Azrael trusts nobody.
yes.
I mean,
You Ragnar, then look how the humans fall for it.
Bangy Boom will be like, I mean, hey, whether or not you're butchering people, as long as you're not butchering us, I guess we're good, right?
But a whole damn crew?
I mean, hey, wouldn't that be cool though, Captain?
Yo, how many
You
person
know, well, to be fair, we are the Scarlet Pirates. Our whole thing is not
I was gonna say we have.
So-
like our theme song is
This is hilarious.
But think
There's
about
no
it. Think about it.
difference here.
Guys, think about it. We're the
CC,
Scarlet Pirates.
as you
Jeez.
hear them rationalizing your confession here, and some of them are in full belief of you, and some of them maybe on the line of skepticism. One for sure is like, that's bullshit, but you have heard a thing or two about them and their stories, and you see them bantering in front of you and things like that, and you recall vividly, because of your 22 earlier on not being super wasted, all of the tales that we got in our recap and things like that. They have asked you a question about your past. Is there any questions you had for the crew, knowing what you know now?
I do. When we were drinking, you guys mentioned a man by the name of Shivers. Do you know what happened to him?
Oh my god.
I feel like that's a.
Dill, what the
I feel
fuck?
like that's a story for. I feel like that's a story for another time, though, because like I
Be
was
sure and simple.
Dill
We're
reaches for
pirates.
his bag and it's not there. He left
And
him
that
the
was a
ship.
Marine. That's it. That's all that happened.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, I said I'm gonna keep it simple. We are pirates, and that was a Marine, and we took him down.
You took him down? Is he
Took him
dead?
down.
She doesn't sound concerned, by the way. She doesn't sound like, oh my god, is he dead? She's just like,
CC, roll an
Took him to
insight.
downtown.
Yeah.
I knew it.
She's like peeking at Dill. Yo, wouldn't this be like the cue of him to pull out the head and like start dangling as he usually does? Why? He stopped doing
CC,
that?
roll an insight.
Okay.
Dill
we
kind of
left we
looks
we
at
left the
Scarlet
head on the
and
ship.
says,
Oof.
Captain, remember I left all of them, even the humanoid one.
You see these individuals and you've heard their tales, and you think that if they had, taken on like a sea king, like they said, and like you're pondering back and forth, having like a little internal ping pong match in your head, like how would they have ever run into Shivers? Like he, from the local knowledge of Shivers is he's like a hermit. He just stays in his castle and things like that. And he's one of the most well-respected, skillful, and well-guarded individuals on this entire island, other than maybe the commander herself. And so you're having a tough time wrapping your head around this, but you don't see any legitimate reason why they would lie. And it seems to be a well-crafted lie, if it is one, as everybody here, except for the nomads, seems to be pretty looped, and Bang D Boom seems to be pretty looped into it.
So
It was a
if you
well-earned
guys-
fight, but it was won.
You can see there's like gears turning in Cece's head at the moment. She's like, if you guys took him out, then why have we been printing stories on that he's missing?
Wait, that he's what?
I mean,
That he's
dead is a
missing.
form of missing.
All right,
If they don't go in front of your body.
I'm gonna be honest. Can we
It's time
say
for us
he's
to
still
clue you
missing?
in on something.
Right.
We're
I mean,
not a big
technically-
fan of the government.
Yeah, same, but 30 on 30.
Right. Well, if they haven't found his body, then he's still missing. Who needs to clarify further? Dead, alive?
I don't.
Semantics.
I don't really mind that if he's dead or not. It's the fact they're covering it up that's bothering me.
Hey, maybe
I
they
think
didn't
there's a
find him yet.
conspiracy in this kingdom.
Man, if you knew what we've been through, you know why he's still missing in the papers, at least.
Well, what have you guys been through? You told me a
damn, I
little
said
bit of
that.
what we're
God
drinking.
damn it.
Well,
Just such a nice
well, you know
secret.
that Malcolm guy was working for somebody, right?
Malcolm? Who's Malcolm?
Oh yeah.
Last
There was a whole thing with some glass and some fake prisoners and some real prisoners. And
Glass?
Has there been
You
a
said
lot
glass.
of glass being imported down here recently?
Down here? Did you guys come from the North Island?
Huh?
And wait, the north of this island?
We ventured the north half, indeed. We ventured the wastes of the desert, the nomads' homes. We
She
made
gets
friends
really
with them.
excited. She
It
gets
was
really excited and looks at
incredible.
Davos. Yeah, it is like, what was it like? Because as someone, they're both from the South Island. So, huh? Like, so what was it
Davos
like? Was it
stands
beautiful?
up. Davos stands up and spreads his arms wide and goes, "It was so big. It's hard to believe that there's a whole world beyond it, because we had so many great adventures there."
I'd laugh.
yeah, Bangy Boom got a side eye again, like he did with some of the bones. Like, interesting. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty cool little thing. We thought Davos got kidnapped. Apparently, he didn't get kidnapped, and that led us to, a pretty nice mother lode with some pretty nifty looking glass. Been able to make some cool stuff, and but also this real big cannon, and that's when good old two arms over there, lost a couple limbs.
Shit.
He had 4 arms.
You see me look at Pete.
So Cece has like stars in her eyes, and she starts scanning around the table, and then to Dill, her eyes just go back to normal, and she looks, and they go.
You're cutting out.
You guys are amazing. Ah, damn it.
Yeah. We understood you. I'm just letting you know you're cutting out. While this interaction is going on, I need everybody except for Scarlet to roll me another perception. Scarlet, roll me an insight.
Hooray!
Dill is wasted.
I'm looking at the bottom of my flask. It's getting empty.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I rolled 11.
Okay. Cece, you are also able to see that same cup that Scarlet was looking at just a moment ago. As your eyes turn into like stars and you kind of like maybe lean forward in your seat a little bit to exclaim how amazing the crew is, you catch a glimpse out of the corner of your eye, ripples forming in the glass. And as you're like, maybe you like place your hands on the table as you like lean forward to say you guys are amazing, you feel just the slightest vibration, just ever so slightly humming through the ground beneath you and the table that you place your hands on, causing the ripples in the cup sporadically. Carry on.
Does anyone else feel the table shaking?
I mean, it did earlier,
The
but I
table is shaking. No, I think that's just us. We're all kind of drunk.
Okay, does anyone else but the drunkard feel the table shaking?
I don't know if
Drunkard is a hard word.
The captain's allowed to do that. That's why she's the captain.
Big
Scarlet's gonna say she felt the shaking.
Big Azra, Big Azra is gonna clap Dill on the back and be like, I'll get to the bottom of this, like, and he's gonna deal no points of unintentional damage to you, unfortunately, but maybe it sobers you up just the slightest bit, as you drunken masterfully like try and like lessen the impact of this. He gets down on his knees after scarfing down some like steak and rice, and he puts his ear to the ground. And he's just like, I'm no tracker like Russ, but yeah, I know a thing or two. And you could kind of see his eyes narrow, and he like focuses and listens as he places an ear to the ground. Then his eyes widen. And he just goes, "Yep. It sounds like something huge is happening. You guys got sand dragons down here, or antlions?"
Not that I'm aware of. You said sand dragons?
Yeah, you can't miss them. They're gigantic, huge. No, you sure? You
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have
I don't think we have anything like that down here.
We don't even really have sand.
Wait, so you said antlion. Are these like lion-sized ants or ant-sized lions?
Wait, weren't you in the north as well?
Big
I ain't never
Ezra.
seen no antlion.
Big Ezra's like thinking of how to describe it, and Dalt kind of like butts in, and she's just like, "Oh, they're huge. They're these massive, like it's like a giant mouth. You can't even see the rest of it, but like everywhere they show up, sinkholes pop out, and all the sand starts sinking in for like hundreds of feet. And like if you're ever close enough to get a real good look at them, good luck." But they're kind of like apex predators over at the north. You really only see them inside the cactus belt, where the sand is like really soft. But they're like nothing but like flailing like teeth and appendages, and like it's like this crazy giant insectoid monstrosity. Can't miss it.
CC's writing all of this down.
Why do you
Pull out a little notebook and is like,
that sounds like the stuff from nightmares.
And Samia like raises a finger, and she's just like, Cece, was it? Just so you can put in your notes there, they taste terrible and they're mildly poisonous.
Oh, mildly.
It's just
poisonous
another
taste
horrifying
terrible.
thing. Well, the world's full of them.
How
Yes, it
mild?
is.
It's a numbing sensation if you only get a little bit of exposure, but there's definitely a toxicity point, and Samia is like she's like doing a little bit of math quickly on her fingers, and she's like, for somebody of your size, it would probably take about like a pint of its fluids in order to like probably knock you out.
Yeah, but that'd be
Oh,
good
so
for
it's-
weapons.
So
like,
it's
coat your
weaker than
weapons in it?
Orion's.
In small doses, all it really does is numb. So like we actually, some of the nomad warriors like Azrael here would actually kind of slap themselves across the face with it to, that way when they charge into battle, they wouldn't feel pain from any of the little nicks and scratches they get. It's really, really wonderful
Interesting.
for when you have to travel through the cactus belt.
I would love to hear more about your guys' culture up there. That sounds amazing.
And Samia pulls out like a notepad and she's like, well, and she has just like a ton of information.
Oh, CC
Wait,
is ecstatic.
Wait, so it's not a sand dragon or an antlion. What is this noise or this shaking?
Big Azra is just like, well, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's big. It's gotta be. I mean,
Is it coming this way?
I don't know. And he's gonna like do another passive. The DC is gonna be significantly lower on this one, but he's not gonna do a passive. He's gonna do another active perception. Anybody else who wants to give me an active perception as well? The DC has been lowered, but the passives are not going to necessarily cut it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my ear on the ground, just take a deep breath, and try to try one more time.
Holy shit. 23.
Yo, bang, let's go.
That's wild. 24. Okay, wow. Yeah, you both of you absolutely, even Dill can hear that whatever this is, it does seem to the vibrations seem to be a little bit more stable, and the intervals in between them are less sporadic, and it almost seems as if there's a smaller gap in between the vibrations. The water is now at a point of rippling where there is like a little drop that like pops up from the center, and like the ripples have increased.
All right, yeah, something's afoot. Scarlet was saying, standing up with a spoon sticking out her mouth. We gotta get the person doing this.
I'm gonna be honest. This does not seem like a good sign.
I'm gonna follow Davos outside.
But yeah, I'm gonna call.
Yeah, I want to peep.
I'm gonna call out my little buddy, Handy Dandy. It's been a while since we've seen him.
See, while they're doing that, Pete mentioned something to me in chat, and I'm going to immediately try to make some of those.
I wasn't reading. What are you trying to do?
I said I chew thousand-year-old herb like tobacco, and Pete said you could make cigars out of those. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm too young for that. He's like, you're never too young for that. I said, let's go. Let's do that right now.
Roll a sleight of hand. DC 12. The rest of you who are going outside.
Don't forget your cigarettes.
The rest of you who are going outside, whoever that may be, Big Azrael, Dalt, and Samia are going to follow you all. They are going to. You will all kind of easily be able to notice that in the distance, as you look north, which is to the top of the map here, nothing is out of the usual or anything, but in the distance you could see a few birds scattering to the south.
Do you guys have like monsters here?
No. Nothing bigger than a horse, really.
Yo, where's
You
Shot
do
that
succeed, Lord Azrael. So, yeah, to the south, which is the bottom of the map, like behind the house and down and whatnot, you guys will notice very easily that there is something disturbing the birds in the distance. And the vibrations are now noticeable enough to where you don't need to put your ear to the ground, and you don't need to look at the rippling bottle or like a glass of water or anything like that. Think like Jurassic Park, like you just hear like some loud cacophonous like noise, but it's very, very far away, so it's muffled to you, slowly getting closer. What will y'all do?
I'm gonna tell everybody, all right, gotta have some kind of plan to this. Build some teams. Oh, damn it.
May I propose an option, Captain?
Does it involve the team?
I mean, if you consider everyone just leaving right now, involving the teams.
Yeah, I'll hear you out.
Oh, that's the whole plan. I say we just leave right now in the opposite direction.
Oh, that's it? Damn. Mine had like flavor, some kick ass to it. Like some surprise.
No, a run. Almost a cowardly run, but not quite.
All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the coast isn't the coast right behind us? Like if we only have so far to run if we run the other direction.
The coast is right here.
I mean, raise your hand if you can swim.
The noises are from down here, I think.
Oh, I can't swim. I was blessed by the ocean.
Yo, wait, no, what are we talking about? No, we are the Scarlet Pirates. What are you running for? Everybody,
hey,
we built some teams. We facing whatever's making them cup shake.
Also, Cecil, it's not a blessing. It's a curse.
What?
But we should definitely address that at some point in the near future. But okay, so what are we doing after we break into teams?
That's a good point. That's a good question.
We spread out.
I vote for me, Davos, and Dill on one team.
That's fine.
Okay.
I guess I'll take Dolt and CC could
Big
go.
Azrael.
Hey,
that works.
Let's go.
Yep.
Nah,
I'll go with you, Captain. Yeah, no problem.
Big Azrael and Samir.
You're not worried about your house?
Hey, that's what low key. We just made a really balanced team.
Okay.
Davos, if I'm going with you guys to the Grand Line, why would I care about my house?
No point.
Fair. I was just making sure. Point. Yeah, let's book it.
Okay, hold on. What are the teams?
It's me, Davos, Dill. It's Scarlet, Samia. No, it's Scarlet, CC, and Dolt.
Okay.
And it's Big Azrael, Samia, and Pete.
Right.
Yes, sir. These W teams.
Okay.
These teams are really solid. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Pretty sure Lord Azrael would pass out the cigars at this point.
I would.
Like,
I guess not.
Wait, do we still have our dindins on us?
I mean, I got mine.
Everyone should
Give everybody. I'm gonna give at least.
I don't know what do I need to roll something to not be under I'd be coughing like mine is right now.
No, Thousand Year Plant isn't like it's not gonna really do anything to you. Like it's just like if you're just like smoking grass, like there's no adverse effects in any which way.
It's there for show, like smoker cigars, You don't actually have to smoke them.
It's like a clove cigarette. Like,
Right.
Gross.
So you guys exchanged den info with CC so that everybody has like the nomads don't have their own dens, but they're fine because they got Bang D Boom, and then Dalt is with CC and Scarlet. And then Ragnar's team we have Beryl Taru and we have Ragnar over there with Lord Azrael, and I'm sure Dill has his own as well. So what is the goal here of the teams?
That's a great question.
We're gonna block all the entrances and beat their ass.
We gotta spread out and see what we can find. Once somebody finds something, we contact each other and let us know so we can build off of that. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what is going on. I'm completely lost.
You were the one that told us to split up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is
hey, we don't ask questions, man. This is not fun.
Big Azra
You got
raises
this.
his hand, and he's just like, "If I've led many of an attack charge, if I may interject, Miss Cece, you know the lay of the land, right? Like, so
Yes, sir.
you would be able to, it's good that we're trusting our captain, in your hands, and but we just want to make sure that, whoever locates it, that they have like a means of a quick escape if it's something that they can't handle by themselves. So we shouldn't all stray too far from each other. But maybe one person secures the route that we came in on, and the other two groups head south. That's just a suggestion.
I have no objections.
I also have no objections, but I don't know what really understand.
I'm just happy to be here. But I do know the lay of the land. That is a good idea.
Like, so your group should probably be one of the ones heading south.
Oh yeah, because you know the way to go. Yeah, that makes sense.
Things might have changed in a little bit, but probably not bad. I could still work my way around, I imagine.
So then Davos's crew should also head south. And
Looks like y'all are holding up the rear.
Work for me, man.
I'm pull out my sniper rifle. And yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm gonna find a tree or something somewhere.
And Samia is just like, that gives me more time to prepare, like in case anyone has any energies, any treatments. Just give us a ring. And like, so she's also down with the plan to kind of vanguard, like hold back while the other two kind of go out. And yeah, so if that's what we're doing, that means that CC Scarlet, cool, you'd be able to, you can stack some barrels and climb up there pretty easily. It wouldn't be like a big issue. Big Azra is kind of like looking up there, and he's just like, yeah, from my experience, I'm just gonna hang out down here. I don't know if I trust it up there. I'm a pretty big guy. And Samia is just like, I'm gonna actually look at some of these plants around here, but like, we shouldn't go too far away from, this area. And Samia is gonna be kind of focusing on that. Dalt, Scarlet, and Cece, you three are gonna be heading south, and then separately we also have Dill, Lord Azrael, and Davos, who will be heading south, like in a parallel route, more or less. And you guys head out right away, or is there anything that you guys would like to do in preparation?
I am gonna run inside and just grab like personal items and stuff from the house, like little things CC would love, just in case it does get destroyed in this upcoming battle.
Bruh.
Is this house a ship?
No, it's a house.
Just give me time. Give me time. I can make this a ship.
Brother, I think you're water drunk.
What? No, there's a steering wheel. Never mind.
It's a weather
That's
vane.
a mill.
It's a weather vane.
Oh, I see where it is. Okay.
Come on, brother. Let's go.
I'm not crazy.
Bruh. Okay, is there any preparation that Dill, Davos, or Lord Azrael might be taking? Or are you guys just gonna kind of is one of y'all planning to head towards like the middle of the cliffing, like around the center of the path headed south, and the other like wanting to go more inland or hug the coast? Like, what are your kind of attack strategies for the two that are setting out?
So I was thinking that we were going to do like a long form sweep, like us just walking through, just like all side by side, but like 20 feet apart from each other. to like make sure we got the whole area just watched.
That's a
essentially.
good idea.
You're doing the Sherman March to the Sea type shit.
Well,
Yes, I guess we are.
it's also called a police call, but you know.
Okay, so as you guys are kind of like, it would be maybe like just about a 5-minute like forward march, and you would understand that whatever is making this noise is going to be getting a lot closer. And you guys are a couple hundred, yards away from, like a couple football fields away from where the house is. You're approaching another orchard. You can see a few, I don't have a map for this specific orchard prepared yet, but you can see a few individuals running away in the distance and hear them screaming. They're running more inland. And you kind of hear them, you just like a blood curdle scream, like why have the gods forsaken us? And like my land, everything I've worked for. And like you kind of see just a few trees getting knocked down, and you can see just whipping tendrils of a bark color, just like mowing down like 3 trees consecutively right in front of you as they all like timber over and they hit the ground. You hear that familiar loud, you feel the vibrations like running up your entire spines as those of you with passive perception above a 13 all take notice of what is happening in front of you, which I think is everybody but Dill, as he is still very drunk.
Well, even
Don't forget to add your temper speed,
my
guys.
passive's an 11.
But yeah, make sure you guys have your temp HP put in, and so you guys are gonna be a little ways from where this house is on this map, and I'm going to actually bring you guys in to another map, and I'll let you guys kind of put yourselves onto this map.
I will be actively laughing at the people that are being trampled upon.
Okay. So you guys are gonna be on. You guys are gonna be on the left side, and you'll be able to see through this little this little spot of trees here. More trees over on the far right side getting knocked out. So you can go and drag your tokens out.
I figured that we just kind of like all stance up like through here.
Yeah, and just kind of have yourselves a little bit spread out. That's fine. I will go ahead and get the nomads that are accompanying you placed, which is just going to be Dalt. Am I correct?
I believe
Yes.
so, yeah.
All right, cool. Let me get her placed out onto the map as well. Of course, Roll20 is being extremely slow here. So Dalt is going to be like, I don't know, like up here probably. And she can, you guys will all notice, except for Dill, that there is a large creature through the trees on the other side around this little bin, and you can just hear individuals just running away in horror. There's light cliffing here, and you can see like a little bit of a worn trail where like carriages, like wagons and like horse-drawn things, like do trot through. There's some like fallen leaves and some like twigs and rocks and whatnot, but for the most part, nothing too much to interact with outside of some grass and these trees in the middle here. And a few like large rocks that have fallen off of the light cliffing surrounding this trail. You guys will notice peeking through and like collapsing trees in front of it, a large head of a plant-like creature that is so small. Oh my god. Give me just a second.
Wait, is that what I think it is?
I copy and pasted from another map and I forgot to like change the size on it. Give me just
We can
a
start like
second.
walking.
You guys can approach, but we are going to at this point roll initiative. So don't get
Shit.
don't get more than your movement away from where you were.
CC sees it and says, "Oh heavens, it's attacking all of the citizens."
Bro,
Don't forget to call us.
Oh, hold on. I didn't open up the initiative tracker. Dude, Roll20 is going so slow right now. It's extremely aggravating.
His first roll was a 20. Yo,
Jesus.
nice crit.
Thank you on the crit. And by the way, no, she's just like, what is that thing?
Okay, just to be clear, there's
Not-
no way the first time I don't roll low, I still go last. What?
I guess
No, you're
Bangy
not
Boom will. I guess Bangy Boom
That
will
was
call
after.
one.
No,
I guess Davos has one.
No, Davos is
Um,
before him.
Davos got a 27.2. I'm fixing it right now. He was someone who rolled before I got the tracker open, so it didn't populate.
I mean, even if it was 20.2, it's still higher than Ragnar's. No offense.
Hilarious.
No offense taken, trust me.
Hey, I'm after you, brother. It's okay.
It's actually hilarious. And now I'm gonna go ahead and
This
roll
is my
for.
best initiative ever, and I still am like bottom of the list. Actually, that hurts.
You've crit on initiative before. I know you have.
Maybe I have. You're right. But yo, you know what's crazy? Even if I critted, I would still be close to the bottom.
Okay, and then I'm going to roll a d20 here, just individually. Okay, yeah. So this thing is gonna go second to last. So I'm just gonna put it at a 12, but I don't want you guys. I'm not gonna give away its modifier. I'll just say that. But it goes above Dill, but below everybody else. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna move it slightly, really
I
quick.
mean, if we really think about it, and I technically also go before it.
I guess at this point, Bangy Boom is gonna call Davos as Den did.
Wait, what? We
So
don't
we're
know
back
if this
to
is
house.
right. There's not enough of them for this to be what we heard, right?
What?
What do you think? Is this what we heard from like a mile away?
You heard trees falling.
I guess it's gotta be.
One of what we
But-
heard.
I do see what you're saying. It does feel a little fishy, but I don't know. I feel like it could just be this.
You heard trees falling. The trees falling is like what made it so loud.
Okay. Would a plant really hurt a tree? I don't believe that. See, me doubting it immediately.
What did I do?
Okay, so this is going to be where initiative starts. Davos is going to be first one to act. And let me go ahead and switch up the music really quick. Sorry, I don't know what is happening to my computer right now, but everything is going slow. I hope the stream does not seem to be dropping any frames, but cool. All right, and Davos, take us away.
Well, I already did my movement. I don't know if I can do more. I doubt it, but I think I'm too far to do anything.
You can prepare an action if you like, ready an action if you wanted to do that.
Oh, here we go. Okay. I'll go ahead and run a bless.
Oh, huge.
Actually massive.
Okay, so who are your 3 targets for Bless? Or are you upcasting it?
I think for this one,
They have to be within 30 feet of you, which I think Dalt is not. I'm not sure if... Okay, Dill just is... Okay, cool. Dalt's the only one who's not.
word. That's okay. Forgive me, Captain. I'm gonna blast Dill, CC, and Lord Azra for this upcoming.
Everybody should have on your sheets the ability to check the box for bless by your saving throws and by your attack modifiers.
Done.
So it's 2 different check boxes, and that is your action, and you've used your movement. Any bonus actions for you, Davos?
No, not this time. I think that'll do it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and pass it over to Captain Scarlet. You did not feel the blessing, but what are you gonna be doing with your turn?
I'm going to move my max movement. I might be able to see. I can see it clearly now.
Yes, you can see it
The rain
pretty
is
clearly. Okay.
I don't know if I can really.
You're 100 feet away.
I could do a radiant bolt. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Radiant Bolt. That is an 18 to hit. It is going to use a reaction to kind of twist itself like in a 360 degree, like it just like you could see like what you thought was like the top of its, like you can see a mouth here, and it has like a top row of teeth and a bottom row of teeth. It just like spins, and like one of the petals on its side like gets blasted apart, but it dodged just out of the way, like within centimeters of having like a solid hit on it, but it just nimbly ducks out of the way with its reaction.
The hell is this beast? Damn.
Seems to be
I'm gonna
very
tell him.
reflexive. Yeah.
I just want to tell everybody. I'm like, this thing seems to have really good reflexes for a damn sun. Is that a sunflower? Yo, I didn't even realize we fighting a sunflower. Now I'm in my turn right there.
Okay, so that is an action and your movement. Do you have any bonus actions you wanted to throw out, or that's the end of your turn?
Bonus action.
You could give somebody like Bardic if they're within range of you. You're not within range to do cutting words on this thing, though.
Nah, I'm not doing anything.
Okay. That goes to Cece's turn. Blessed by the sea.
Blessed by the sea, yes. I have movement still, don't I? I haven't used my movement now.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. I'm going to move like right here, close to the captain. And then I really don't have anything I can do, so I'm going to end my turn.
You're not going to hold an action or anything? You're just going to end your turn?
Oh, yeah, I'll hold an action. I'll hold an action.
For what?
For my crossbows.
And what is the trigger for the held action?
Explain a held action to me.
You can use your reaction to hold an action, and that means that you can off turn use your action, but you've used your reaction to do this, and in order to do so you have to set an inciting trigger, like if it comes within range of me, or if it attacks my captain, or if it knocks down a tree, or if
it comes in range of my crossbows.
Okay. Wonderful. And make sure you're noting what your range of your crossbows is and keeping track of its positioning, because you'll need to let me know if it triggers your action or not. And that's going to be, so that's that also takes your reaction. So that's important information for whenever you're holding an action.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we go to Dalt. Dalt is going to use her movement and start to like take cover behind this tree right here. She is going to, let's see. I'm gonna fix what's on stream really quickly. I just noticed y'all weren't visible fully. There we go. Dalt is going to, I believe, she's not within range of this. She's gonna hold her action as well to, if it comes within range of her, use Vicious Mockery, which would be, how far off is it? A little far. Yeah, so she's just gonna do that, and then that's gonna be her turn. Then we go to Lord Azrael.
All right, so I'm just gonna take my long legs and go this way. I can move through under these trees just fine without like difficult terrain.
Yeah, there's like a trunk, you know, but you can easily just go around it. It's not like a big idea. She's taking cover behind the trunk of the tree, but you could. It's just like a few rocks and like a trunk of a tree. There's like that's all that's underneath here. It's not like difficult terrain or anything like that.
And how far am I now?
You are. About 80 feet.
All right. Can I do like a martial check right now or something?
What would you like to do?
I'd like to find out what that is.
You can actually go ahead and I'll even say with advantage, you can roll me either an insight or a history. The DC, oh yeah. So the DC, what I was going to say is a 17. On a 20, you're able to recognize clearly this is some sort of sentient carnivorous plant. You're not familiar with the color of its petals, and this seems to be of a size that seems to be larger than ever reported in any of your findings. But they are voracious. They are carnivorous, and they can, their senses are like they basically, like, they don't necessarily have eyeballs, but they can sense things with their roots as well as like with like pollen and things like that. So like you can kind of like notice based off of your insight that the entire area surrounding it by quite a distance, there's like a golden, like very like almost translucent like coating of pollen spraying all across the wind and whatnot, and it's coating all of you.
It's coating all of us.
That.
Yes.
You know, that's not good. I'm gonna cast some guidance on myself.
Okay, so it's your action and your movement. Any bonus actions?
I'm gonna use my interaction to tell everybody, be careful, there's pollen in the air, and it stems from that thing. And I have an idea it might have tremor sense.
I got pollen in my hair.
Well, it's in the air. So I was like, oh, your hair.
Anything else for you, brother Azrael?
No, that's I'm gonna end it there.
Okay. And then we're going to have it be this thing's turn. It is going to advance forward. And it is going to be able to move to about here. And it is immediately going to see Lord Azrael.
When it moved, that triggers my reaction, by the way.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. That absolutely hits. Okay, and the second one does not hit.
Okay, so 9.
9 damage. Perfect. So this thing is going to you kind of shoot straight into its mouth, and it was dodging one of your like crossbow bolts, but the second one it wasn't able to dodge both. One of it flies directly into its like dripping, drooling, like sappy maw with like razor sharp teeth, and it you can hear this thing as it approaches you, Lord Azrael, and everybody else can also hear it like kind of hiss, and it starts to drip this like very viscous and syrupy green liquid as it falls down to the cliff that it's floating right above right now. You can see steam coming off where this liquid hits the ground, and the plants beneath it, like the grass, decaying to the touch of this liquid.
You see stars appear in my eyes, and you just hear me say, "She's beautiful."
As you say that, it is going to lash out at you, Lord Azrael, with great range. It is going to reach forward with a gigantic vine and lash at you.
Jesus.
Is that a 27 hit?
If it didn't hit, I'd be God. So, yes.
So it's gonna do 5 slashing damage, and it is going to, like, as it lashed across at you, it actually also lashes into the tree trunk that Dalt Wisney is like hiding behind, and you can see it just like rips through the bark, and this tree is like almost like half like cut through. And you take 5 damage, Lord Azrael. And as that happens, it is actually...
Mind you, don't forget your temp.
Yeah, don't forget your temporary hit points, everybody. You are also going to notice that another tree falls down behind in the distance, as another... of these
little baby one.
No, it's big. Yeah, trust me, it's big. And this is actually going to be a slightly bigger one than the one you guys previously have seen. I'm just struggling so hard right now.
So it's a grower, not a shower. Okay.
All right, cool. So this one is facing the wrong direction also. We love to see it. So yeah, this is also now entered onto the battlefield. They'll go on the same initiative. And that's going to be Brother Dill's turn.
Well, I am plugging in my mouse real quick. 1 second. I am going to use my movement to go to here. Get rid of that. Put that there. Well, not there, but there. I am exactly 80 feet away from it. I'm going to use my interaction to pull out my short bow, and I'm going to fire a shot at it.
Okay. Go ahead.
18.
An 18 does actually no, it does not hit it from where you're shooting from right now.
I'm going to bonus action disappear.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth. You're 80 feet away from it.
Yep.
Okay, noted. This thing seems to be like, as the trail the trail from your like arrow like peels through the air, you can see it displacing a slight like almost like a drape like a blanket coating all of the air and everything around you. You can see just a straight line right behind where your arrow cut through the air of clear air, and only then do you fully notice the pollen that is being displaced around the swift moving arrow through. And this thing is able to catch your arrow in one of its like climbing vines around it and snap it in half. Then that was your movement, action, bonus action, and then we are going to be at the top of the round, brother Davos.
When Helmsman.
At some point, can I then Mushi or something to like see what's going on?
I was just gonna say, could I pick up and answer Bang's call on the top of the round?
I'll say that this is within 6 seconds of like the last tree falling down. So you, as soon as enough time has passed and you have not heard any more of the loud vibrations in the distance, you might get the idea to call them. But right now the vibrations were still being heard, so you wouldn't have any inclination that they would have met up with it at this point, being how far away you guys are.
Agreed.
Well, then in that case, I'll use Step of Wind, which does cost me a spirit, but it will let me dash as a bonus action.
You can climb this little cliff here. It will just count as difficult terrain. So the 5 feet that it would take for you to get on the cliff would count as 10 feet, actually. So just take 5 feet off of your full distance. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay, word. Okay.
Or you could use the cliff as partial cover and things like, yeah, so like the battlefield, you're able to utilize it, you know, for more than just what it's appears, you know. So what's your movement speed?
With the dash bonus action, it was 60, so
Okay.
55 I moved.
Okay, so you're able to get pretty much base to base with Brother in Arms, and you're still a little bit away from it, but you would know based off of seeing it attacking Lord Azrael and lashing into the tree, you are within range of it right now.
Yeah, I want to scream at it as I hold my shield at the ready, and I want to say, weird forest being, why are you tearing the trees down? Mockery.
Vicious mockery. Okay, so it needs to make a wisdom save. Give me just a second. DC 13. Interesting. It is going to fail and take 6 points of psychic damage. It like looks at you and looks like it like tilts its head and like rotates another like 360 degrees in like this unsettling manner. I don't know what you just clicked, Ragnar, but you're trying.
Show spell description.
There you go. So it is it gets a -1. Oh no, hold on. It gets what, disadvantage on the next attack it tries to make, right? Yeah. Okay.
Indeed.
Okay, so 6 damage on this thing. Wonderful.
And that's my full turn.
And that is your full turn. Is going to bring us to Captain Scarlet.
Yeah, I always have an internet only blowing up.
You haven't missed much. Davos talked shit to this thing with some vicious mockery, and another big one showed up behind it. It is your turn. Rough.
What happened?
I was checking the distance for Dalt because she just readied an action for nothing. Balincc, are you there? You are muted if you're trying to speak.
Wait, isn't guidance concentration?
Yes, it is. So go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
DC 10. You pass.
Wait, you're
It's
you
just
have to
flat.
make con save, even if it does, even if it only hits temp damage.
It didn't only hit
If it
temp
what?
damage. But yes, you do.
Oh, okay, yeah, he took 5. Yeah, my bad. I thought he
It-
took 3. And I was like,
Even
wait a
if you only hit the like, even if you had 30 temp and you only took 5, you still have to make the con save.
minute. I just didn't know if
Is it
it
done
was,
to done?
Yeah,
yeah, I just didn't know if
Balincc,
it only hit actual.
are you able to speak? I'm not sure what's going on. You said you were having internet issues. He is not even in the call. Let's go. Well, we'll come back to Scarlet, or I'll take their turn if it goes another full round without the Balincc returning. So we'll hold their turn. It is CC's.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement. Step up here. Then I will cast. Hunter's Mark on the small one.
Okay,
I don't know
and you're
if I said
within
that
60 feet of it.
Is it 60 or 90?
I'm not, or whatever the range is.
90.
You're with.
90.
Okay,
90,
perfect.
yes. Yeah.
Okay, there's no
Um,
safe needed for that or anything, right?
No. I don't. Let me check, actually.
I believe it's just a thing
I
you
thought I
do.
said- Yeah. It is.
Okay,
Till the
so
spell ends, deal an extra 1d6, yeah.
so make sure you check that on your global damage modifier before you make your next attack.
And then I only brought 2 physical bolts with me, so that means my delicate lattice work will be in play, and I will be attacking with my hand crossbow again.
All right, so
Does an 18 hit?
an 18 actually does hit from where you're at right now.
So 15 on that first one?
Huge. Holy shit. Okay, as that happens,
I will,
you fire another one in quick succession, but it doesn't actually meet as this specific flower and like maw starts to wilt and dissipate and falls to the ground, smacking on the cliffside beneath it and falling to the floor.
Right. Then I'm going to use extra attack and attack again with my hand crossbows.
You just did twice. That's your extra attack.
I thought, because I have 2 hand crossbows. Does it, when I shoot it once, does that count as both of them shooting?
No, you only get 2 attacks. That's how extra attack works.
Okay, I gotcha. Yep, then that is my turn.
Okay. This is proving to be very. Roll 20 is just doing all kinds of things right now, guys.
Oh, I
All
killed
right.
it. Let's go.
Yeah, I said it fell to the ground. And so then it is going to be Dalt's turn. As she sees that happening, she is going to advance forward as much as she can. And get probably right about here. And like kind of duck behind Davos, and she is going to, let's see, there's 2 things that she can do right now. she is going to call up to the tree above, and there's gonna be like a bird, and she's going to basically make this a companion of hers and ask for it. She's gonna be like she like whispers to it. She's like, I need you to be brave, but we'll protect you. But if you can help us, and we're not gonna let this thing destroy your home. And she like whispers to it, and she points forward, and she's like, go distract it. And this bird is going to fly forward and attempt to basically give the help action. So Lord Azrael, you will have advantage on your first attack this next turn.
You assumed I'd be attacking. You will fail to understand my character as of yet. That's
I mean, it's not me, it's Dalt.
true, I agree. How could I attack such magnificent creatures?
Is it your full movement?
It's my turn, right?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I was 30. I think I was 30, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that was 30.
Okay.
I will need to defend myself, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage.
Okay, bonus action rage, noted. I'm gonna put a counter above your character in the green spot. It is gonna say 10, because and each turn we'll tick that down by 1, and that will be when your rage goes away.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 minute.
How far am I away from that thing right now, Vic?
The downed one?
No, the living one.
The up one, you are like 60 feet. 60 feet.
See, I don't think this would work because technically this is a plant species, right? For classification, they wouldn't be considered a beast, would they?
No, it is a sentient plant, or also a gargantuan monstrosity if you want to be more D&D. Yeah.
If I turn into a monstrosity, would I be able to speak monstrosity?
No. No, you would not.
No, but above table, didn't you just get a book that might help you identify this?
I did identify. I know what it is already.
It's a gigantic man-eating carnivorous plant.
Yeah, to be able to like work on talking with it, like almost like that.
So
no, that's charity.
No,
no. What I said is that his book helps him identify it.
all right, Vex. I want to take a chance of, I don't know, maybe rolling a nature of trying to appease this plant.
What I would remind you is that you knew from the books that you had read that these types of plants are unsatiably voracious and will eat as long as they possibly can. They are typically apex predators if they are if they are able to be large enough. There's no there's no logic behind what they do. They just eat to get bigger. That's their prerogative. Their whole
so that means
spiel.
Within my own expertise, I see absolutely no way of having any form of mutual conversation with this thing.
In D&D terms, outside of utilizing like something like you speak with plants or something, and even then it would be rough. It is going to be like a DC like fucking 35 or something like that.
Is the help only for attacks?
The help action is, yeah, it's basic. Like, I mean, if This bird is fluttering around and distracting it. So I guess technically there's an argument for a few other things, but it's meant for the sole purpose of attacks. Yes, that was Dalt's intention.
I just knew that.
Here's the
since it was
thing: if I
distracting it,
crit,
you could try and
if
go
I
for something
crit
else.
by nature, and I get a full 4 in my guidance, I could do 35 Rex.
Could you?
Wait,
I could.
what?
Slightly, maybe.
So you have a plus 11 without the guidance?
Yes.
You can roll it if you want.
I'm gonna fail though.
Then you don't have to roll it.
I'm a taunt you with my interaction. Hey, look at me. Hey, fight me. And then I'm gonna use sapping stick.
Okay, that's huge. Go ahead and is that a save?
Yes, it is a save. Give me a second. Let me just find the. Yeah, tranquilizer shot. I just pull out one of my needles infused with trank dust from the cactus juice concentrate. I don't know, something.
I get you. So this is you drain strength of one creature within range, causing it to fall. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, take 1d6 necrotic, and fall prone. Okay, so it's gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, don't count the 3. That's my rage.
I get you. Constitution save. Yeah, it succeeds.
Oof.
Damn.
Save or suck.
So this, I think it does the trick. Oh yeah, this does nothing then. So no damage, and it does not fall prone. This thing just gulps your syringe, and you could hear like it just like literally like just swallow this thing whole and like cackle.
Well, as a bonus action, I throw a scalpel at it.
An offhand attack. Or is it within range for you?
Wait, it would be disadvantage, but I have advantage on my attack, so it's just flat.
It
He's at
is.
65 feet right now.
Is it 60?
No, it's at 60.
Yeah, it's the edge.
Oh,
The edge.
it's off the edge point. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's at 60 feet. This would be flat. Which is wow, that actually hits. And with rage, that is 10 damage. That's huge. Wonderful.
I said, look at me.
And this thing immediately, like after laughing at you, like mid laugh, it's like ha, 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 and like this is like this like nasty cackle that seems alien, like inhuman. And mid laugh, you're able to like stick it straight in its like closed mouth, and lop off one of the petals as your scalpel flies through it. And it looks very aggravated at you as it like lurches back. It's now its turn, and it is going to shoot forward with all of its speed directly towards you. And it can get to right here. And you can see it reach forward with one of its thorn-covered vines and go to lash at you once again. The 16 hit you.
Oh, that miss. Well, guess what I do?
You riposte.
I riposte!
Huge. Okay, so you are going to...
Can I riposte at any one of my attacks?
I think it says here
melee?
when a creature misses you with a melee, this is a melee, you can use your reaction to expend one superiority die, but you have to make a melee weapon attack against it. It's not within range.
This is a melee weapon attack. This is a melee weapon.
It is vine that just slashed at him.
The vine is a melee attack. It has a reach of 60 feet.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
I have a
and
melee
attack
attack.
the-
Wait, how far is it from you right now, Vex?
Well, let's find out.
Please, 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 please.
25.
No. No.
What I'm saying
what's
is
Cowapult?
its vine came
I
to
wanted to do
attack.
Cowapult so bad.
I will say that you can try to hit its vine that lashed at you and missed. The AC on it is going. I'm going to be completely real. The AC is a 19.
She's a nice.
Parts of it are 17. Parts of it are 19. Parts of it could be more than that, actually. Yeah, you do not hit it. But well, hold on. What's
I
the
do launch forward? Unfortunately,
is the
Oh,
superiority
he's
die
underneath the
added?
other one.
Is the superiority die added to the attack or to the attack or the damage?
I think. Oh, that's a good question.
So
I
if you hit,
don't
you
know.
add the damage roll.
Okay, then no, yeah,
Damage
you,
roll.
so yeah, so unfortunately it does not work. And it's just kind of like you can see this thing like just like emitting like it has like pollen breath, and it's just dripping like this like sappy drool from its mouth. And at the end of its turn, we are going to actually notice there are no more trees for this thing to knock down. You're going to notice yet another one, slightly smaller than the other one, popping out from the edge of the map. And there's just a warpath carved through everything behind it, and you can kind of see like just like dozens if not hundreds of decimated trees in the background behind all of these things, as there are no more trees left for these to start to demolish. And then it will be Brother Dill's turn.
I'm going to use my movement to go to here, my bonus action to dash to here. I'm going to fire a shot at the big one that just attacked my brother.
Okay. What is this? I'm gonna delete this. Like, I'm sorry, this is in my way. You're gonna go ahead and fire a shot?
Yep. Sorry, I just had to make sure I had everything on there.
No, you're good.
Oof.
It's rough, buddy. It is, yeah, just like vines just whipping around it. Just a full like a dozen tendrils surrounding this larger flower are just like flailing around, and it whips it out of the air before your shot can reach. Is that gonna be it for or no, I'm sorry, you roll another flat.
Nope.
Still not gonna hit, sorry. And what else are you gonna do on your turn?
We'll use my interaction to say to the captain, the first one's down. I don't think these things are moving on their own.
Okay, excellent. And is that gonna be it for you, Dill?
Yes.
Then at the top of the round, before we get to Davos, we have one thing that is going to happen here, and then I'm going to let Scarlet take the turn that we passed over, and then we'll go on with Davos's turn and the rest of initiative as intended. You guys will, anybody with a passive of 15 or above is going to hear in the distance, coming from behind these things, warpath. from the orchard that was just ravaged. So to the right of this map and far beyond, like still very far away, just a muffled shouting of just like oh shit, oh man, I'm in so much trouble, I can't believe it, and like someone's just kind of like yelling and heading this way from the other side of the map. Then
What's that noise?
Scarlet, I'm gonna go ahead and let you take the turn that we skipped, and then we'll get to Davos, and then it'll be your turn again, Scarlet.
See how 80 feet. For this turn, I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. Radiant Bolt.
Okay.
So my bonus, I'm gonna use Spirit.
Okay, Spirit Shroud. Make sure you're ticking off your spell slots for all of these as well. So Spirit Shroud is concentration, and you are going to... Oh, cool. Yeah, so you're going to be able to... That's actually really, really cool. So make sure you check on your global attack or damage modifier. Check Spirit Shroud. There's a little box there for it. And then did you already roll to hit with Radiant Bolt? Yep. You did. A 19 actually is going to hit this one.
Go.
So you should go ahead and roll that damage, and that should have the Spirit Shroud added to it. Okay, cool. That's huge.
Let's go.
That is 15 damage onto this big creature, and that is going to have it crackle and erupt, and it will actually also fall to the ground and start to wither. As it does that, a small cloud of pollen and like sap explode out of it. Going to need a Constitution saving throw from brother Ragnar's character, Lord Azrael.
Okay.
Because you are within melee range of it.
This is the shell crabs all over again.
That wasn't canon, Dill.
I know. It was still torturing.
But this is not flame body. This is acrid sap. You are going to succeed. So you're going to take half of this amount of damage that I am about to roll. Acid damage. So you take 3 damage of acid damage, which I don't believe you get resistance to from your rage, correct?
58. No, I do not.
Okay. And then that is Scarlet's first turn. Am I correct? That was all you were doing? Then we go to Brother Davos.
Yeah, that was it.
W. Helmsman.
Whoa.
Wait, is it dead?
The big one and the one right in front of it, but this one way over here that just entered onto the map is still alive and kicking.
Would a 14 have hit the new one?
No, it would not have.
Okay. Because I was going to say my attack would have been at that one since Scarlet had went before me and it would have dropped before my turn.
It still would not have hit, unfortunately.
Yeah. I was just trying to justify my action being used up for it.
I get you. Mikey, you there?
See his icon lighting up.
We cannot hear you. Mic check. Mic check.
Ooh. Get him out of here.
Okay, used full movement, vicious mockery, and then mic check. It is another what is this, wisdom or constitution? I forgot.
Wisdom.
Got it. Wisdom save. This thing's shitty at these.
It succeeds.
Oh my god.
Check,
Okay.
check.
Perfect, we can hear you.
Sweet. Yeah,
So
my
it-
internet totally shot the bed. It ruined everything, I guess. Okay.
It's all good. Balinccs did the same thing earlier. So you are unable to, your words don't seem to meet this one. But you did hear something like you heard in the distance an individual, like you heard that part, right? Or no?
I don't think so. No, I missed that.
So at the top of the round before Scarlet took their first turn, I had said that anyone who with a passive 15 or above, which I believe you qualify for, correct?
Yeah, just barely.
You would have heard somebody in the distance saying like shit, like I'm gonna be in so much trouble, like as they're like approaching, but like it's far away, it's like muffled, but a few of you were able to like hear some a humanoid approaching from where these things were coming from. Then we'll
For
go
flavor then, for my vicious mockery, I'll say, what weirdos are you working with that can talk?
Then we will go to Captain Scarlet, your actual turn this round.
Oh, is this the one fighting, right? The one back here.
Yeah, this one way back here.
All right. I'm going to move. Shit. 80 feet. I'm gonna just throw another radiant bolt, see what happens.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 14 does not hit this one, and let me double check something actually. Okay, so yeah, this thing is going to just nimbly like evade out of the way and kind of like start laughing again, and it just like hawks up just like a giant like acid, like acrid, like toxic loogie onto the ground after laughing, like something was caught in its throat. Anything for a bonus action on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step.
Okay, and make sure you're marking down your spell slots for that.
Look out, Captain. He's got
And,
that hot tour.
And my turn. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way this man just said this. Then we have Julian Casacasa, Cece's turn.
I'm gonna jump up next to Dill, use my interaction to be like, "Hey, I think what you said's right. I think something or someone is controlling these things. Plus, we heard that noise, and then I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this one in the back here."
I think. Are you able to move the Hunter's Mark as a bonus action, or how does that work? Reread the spell. If one is downed.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature.
Yeah, so you won't have to recast it, no spell slot. It'll just take your bonus action if you're wanting to do that.
Yes, sir. Then, once again, I'm going to shoot with my crossbow. 2 times. 21, 24 hit.
That hits.
Hey, nice shot.
I mean,
Jesus. It's
and another one.
insane.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, it hits. Cool. You decimate this thing.
Nice.
As it is going to completely molt to the ground and start to wither and wilt away. I took it out. The ground beneath you all starts to shake. And as these all turn into just kind of toxic, decaying puddles of like bubbling, like acrid like plant matter all around Lord Azrael and back in the past here, you're gonna hear somebody who like is running up and they're just like and they're like, oh shit, where'd it go? And underneath this person, as they walk onto the map, you can kind of see like an orange-haired individual who is wearing a marine cap and a white shirt and like some black pants. They see all of the collapsed like trees, and as they show themselves at the top of the map here and run forward, they're kind of panting and they're just like, oh no, this can't be good. And so they're looking around and they see you, and they're just like, you can't be here, it's too dangerous, like civilians shouldn't be taking part in all of this. And she from underneath her feet there is a tremor, like the earth beneath her lifts up and topples her prone, but she's able to like bounce back like with ridiculous like lightning like reflexes. And you can kind of see trailing through the ground like in cartoons, whenever like you could see like something burrowing underneath the ground, how there's like that mound of like loose sand, and it's starting to just peel across like all right here. And it's going to I'm gonna need a dexterity save from a few of you to see if you get knocked prone, as this some underground being starts to, so it's gonna be Davos, Lord Azrael, and I'll say Dalt Wisney and Scarlet. All of you dexterity save DC 12, and we'll see if you guys get knocked prone from this.
Let's go, win Helmsman.
It's nothing but successes so far. Lord Azrael, you are going to like kind of be knocked flat on your ass from this.
Damn.
That's just cruel. That's fun.
That's
if you use both of them, you do succeed.
Wait, he has them?
He's half human.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, so you succeed. Then I'm gonna go ahead and roll for Dalt Wisney really quick. Davos, since you succeeded, you will not need to roll concentration or anything to keep up bless. But it has been, I think, 3 rounds since you cast it, so only like a few more rounds before it's gone. Your rage is still up as well. We are no longer going to be a part of this initiative. I'm gonna roll for Dalt really quick. Dexterity saving throw.
So what would this be, like round 8?
Yes, like one more. It's just very quick. This is all happening. Dalt falls flat on her fucking ass. Like she is cooked, and yeah, she's just like, what the hell was that? And then we'll go ahead and clear this initiative really quick, as like whenever Bugs Bunny is like tunneling underground, you guys can see the loosened earth beneath, like where this thing just enormous gigantic thing just burrowed fast and traveled far beneath you guys, closing in on Cece's orchard.
Okay, so
Oh, no.
above
My
table,
home.
it moved all that distance in one turn.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Should we go figure out what it is?
Who are you,
I
you
think we
punk?
should inform the others.
So I will give you all one round for interaction here for free, and then we will go and see what's happening with the others.
I think we should call them and let them know.
Yo, I'm gonna approach this woman as carefully as possible.
You're all
Like,
still disguised, I believe, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep,
except for
is still
Cece.
disguised.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
I'm gonna go help.
Everyone is
Okay.
still disguised.
Bro, I got covered in acid. How?
It's kind of true.
You're in a cloak.
But as you approach this individual, the two of you, she's just gonna she's just saying like what the hell, like, no, this isn't good. It can't make it to the jungles, like, and you see her whip out like a denden mushi, and she's just like, I think I might have made a big mistake. I'm calling for backup.
I grab it.
You roll to hit.
Well, I don't want to hurt her. Let's see. I roll with a D20. Let's do that.
I mean, it's gonna be to hit. Okay, you're able to grab it as she was saying, like, she's made a big mistake, and she was in the middle of saying, "I need backup," and you just pull this snail out of her hand.
Hey! Don't you see backup is here? Yeah. I hang up. Look at me. Look at me. I point at Scarlet. That's the captain now.
And she's like, no, I have my own captain. Thank you. I'm sorry. Who are you?
You do? Wait, you do? Wait, who are you?
And she just she's like, I don't have time for this. And she's going to try to grab her snail back.
You got time for this.
Yo, Azrael, there's no way you walked up to her and you didn't even know who you were walking up to, bro.
I'm supposed to know who this is.
We had to think about. I don't know who she is either. I was gonna say something, but
so
Wait,
neither
such
of
an
you
interaction.
have had regular interactions with
Is that a marine
Marines.
hat?
It is a Marine hat. I said that. I literally said that.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
not
I was
about
just
you.
checking out your denden. Here.
It's not about you being a Marine. It's just, we don't know who you are. You could be a Marine. We don't know who you are.
See, Kathy. We are hunters in this forest, and that we've been trying to hunt down that catch for a while. Just to be sure here, what is it?
Roll deception.
I don't think I've ever hunted before.
Hey, I got deception.
Roll it.
I got guidance too. I've been holding on to my guidance this entire time.
I was about to say, take some help from the captain too.
No, I got guidance. I had it from the beginning. I was waiting for a chance to use it.
So this individual is gonna kind of like scratch her head, and she's just like, I'm the top recruit. My name's Felicity. That's all you really need to know. And I was entrusted to track that thing down, whatever it is. I don't know what you've been hunting, in this area, but like this is nothing that any civilian should know anything about. Like, don't trouble yourselves with it. Just go find safety.
We're professional hunters, man.
I'm trying to figure out what's causing everything to shake.
Captain.
She's like, that's classified. Sorry, like I if you don't get out of the way, I might have to try you, with like impeding in an investigation or whatever. And she's just like, sorry, and she is going to provoke 2
Davos
attacks of
pipes up and
opportunity.
goes, oh yeah, try him. Yeah, go ahead.
She is gonna move past you two, directly in between you two, and this will provoke 2 attacks of opportunity if you so choose to swing at her.
Let her lead the way. You
Okay.
have a way of tracking this thing, I'm guessing.
She jumps from like this
I'm gonna
cliff
need her to
over to
stop.
this cliff,
I'm gonna need her
and
to
she
stop.
sees Davos, and she's gonna immediately like it's out of the corner of her eye, like Davos, roll a history. Crazy. You don't recognize this individual.
Doesn't even recognize
all the
her.
ladies, bro.
But yeah, if nobody is trying to attack her or anything, she is just gonna like run as fast as she possibly can the direction towards Cece's orchard. What
Yo,
is?
I'm gonna attack her. I'm gonna attack her.
What? No!
I'm going to attack her. Listen, do you understand where
No!
she's going?
No! Captain!
She's not about to get the up of my crew.
This is the port all over again.
He's not going there to get the up on the crew, Captain.
Whatever this thing is, she said 3 key words, Captain. Confidential. We should not be doing this. You know what that means to me, Captain? Jackpot.
We should be doing this.
Dill and Davos, what interactions are you doing? I'll say that if Balincc so chooses to roll an attack, you can, but it would have been an attack of opportunity from back when she was still next to you, as she is now too far away from you. Unless you're gonna try to viciously mock her, I guess, or use a spell slot for like a radiant bolt. But yeah, if you wanted to roll to attack at her, you absolutely can. And then Cece, Dill, and Davos, what are your interactions very quickly as this is all kind of going down?
I was helping Dalt up after she got knocked down. And just to add to this, I did fly up on top of the hill. I have to point
Huge.
that out. I flew up there, yes.
W Cook. I'm going to use my interaction to call
What?
Bang back at the orchard.
Okay. Bang D Boom, your transponder snail gets Dill's haircut, and there's like a little light on its forehead.
Wait. Not Dill's haircut.
Oh, there's a bag on its head, right? Sorry.
No, it's got Shivers toupee on.
Oh
Right
my
now.
god. Yeah, okay. Your transponder snail, Bang D Boom, has Shivers toupee on it, slightly crooked, and you can kind of see it adopt the facial features of Brother Dill as it calls, as it starts to ring, better.
Hello.
Hey, so good news is we found out what was causing the tremors. Bad news is it's gonna be there in maybe 2 minutes, maybe less. That's the bad news.
While this phone call is going on, you have your sniper rifle prepped and primed, and you're on top of the roof. Bang D Boom, you can notice like tree after tree toppling down as something is just barreling through the path towards you, knocking over tree after tree on its way, just carving through like the area that the rest of your crew and this person Cece and the nomads just like traveled towards that distance.
Okay. Well, I guess those.
And it's under the ground.
What is it?
Well, if it's anything like what we just fought, it's whatever the name of the thing that
It's a carnivorous plant.
grows. But I just describe it to Bang.
Okay, and I'm gonna just start getting down off the roof, so I don't like fall off the roof. And I'm gonna go tell Azrael and Samia.
Okay, so you've gotten word of them. Cece, as you like help Dalt up, she's just like, what the hell? And she like dusts herself off after taking your hand and standing back up. She's like, did you just fly?
Yeah, I don't know, Dal. No, yeah, I did. I did fly. I don't know what that was that knocked you on your butt, though.
And she's like, I don't, I'll process that later. We have to get back to the others, right? And as that happens, the Marine with ridiculous speed just like glides right past all of you, and like Dalt and Cece, you can kind of see her as well, just like Naruto hopping from like tree branch to tree branch and shit like that.
Wait, I'm trying to catch up.
Davos,
Why
what
is
are
Ragnelius chasing that woman?
Oh, and Bang, there might be a Marine heading that way. She doesn't know that we're pirates, though.
Well, that shouldn't be too big of a problem for us, but make sure you guys don't attack her or anything.
I think we're all good. I don't think anybody's going to do that. Hold on. Captain's looking like she's rearing her hand back. Hold on. I might have to go stop this.
And Davos, other than mean mugging this lady, is there any interaction you'd like before we switch over to the other map?
I want to let out like a sigh of relief at a certain point once she gets away.
Okay. So yeah, she is going to just hop, like mad hops, just like all the way across, and clear just like ridiculous distance. This person is much faster than I think any of you, unless Ragnar were to use a spell slot. I think even then, only on the first turn would you be able to match pace. This person is faster than Dill, who can triple time it seems, as they are just like peeling through, and something about those of you who have a perception of 15 or higher stuck maybe with a few of you, that she was like, this thing literally took the ground from underneath her, and like a tremor like burrowed right, like literally like a graboid, like just decimating the ground beneath her, and she was supposed to fall on her ass like the rest of you. And it looked like she like did it all the way backwards, like Neo, like in the Matrix, like a bend, and then like snapped right back up without falling at all, like without so much as like Katakuri style, like not having her back touch the ground. And she is going to be off, and just with like trees just knocked over all around you. Dalt kind of catches the bird on her arm again, her little animal companion, and she's just like, see, we didn't let it destroy your home. And this one tree right here is still standing, but so many of the others were like completely like toppled and things like that. And I'm assuming you guys start to like race back towards Cece's orchard. At that point in time, we are going to cut back to the orchard and see what's going on with Bang D Boom's side of things. As soon as my computer quits shitting the bed, let's go. All right. Let me get rid of all these scrubs. These guys don't belong here. Okay.
I deleted myself. I evaded persecution. For the record.
I appreciate it. So you hop down from the roof and you can see just like tree after tree just being like leveled, as some subterranean carnivorous plant like creature, according to the rest of your crew, is barreling towards you guys right now, with a marine shortly behind it. And Big Azra just kind of like is just like, all right. If this thing's under the ground, and he just grabs like his lance and like readies, and he's just like, I just gotta hop on and stab it right real hard. And Samia is just like confused, and she's like, holy shit, how do we even fight that? Like, this is like an antlion or a sand dragon. What are you immediately thinking, Bang D Boom?
Well, I think probably the first thing we should do is not all stand right next to each other if it's underground. I'm sure it'll pop up at some point. I wouldn't necessarily go straight to jumping and stabbing it, but hey, if that's your thing, man, you know, who am I?
I'm real good at jumping and stabbing, you know, like, and Samia is like, she's like, okay, so we should spread out. Where should I go?
I would say you probably should hang out towards the back, you know, just in case. You got all those medical skills and such, so
she's like, I can hang out over here, maybe? Like, I don't know, like, is that what you want?
That's the back, because that's the direction they went to, right? So
the direction they went to is down, like down.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then hang out there. That's fine. Or, you know, he's getting right back closer to. I just need to be in a reasonable.
And he's just like, I'll try and, you know, slow it down for you so you can get a good shot maybe. And Big Azra is going to like try and get to the front of the house basically. And
Oh, wait, come back real quick.
he's just like, what's up?
Let me see. Are they both within 30 feet?
I would think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna bless them up real quick.
Okay. So they both get blessed. Let me get their sheets figured out real quick. Excellent. So yourself as well as both of them are blessed.
Right.
Huge. And that is concentration. And we're going to put a 10 above your face on your token. So you will know when that minute is up.
All right. Yeah. Now I guess let's get ready to fight. Apparently, there's also a Marine coming. Try not to attack them if we don't have to, but because we don't need any unnecessary problems. But maybe they'll help us out with this. Whatever is headed this way.
Samia's just like, what's a Marine? And Big Azra kind of like laughs and he's just like, oh, they're pushovers. Don't worry about them. Just like you said, don't get in their way. And so yeah, they're both blessed up and you're holding concentration and Big Azra is going to start walking this way. And as he is like walking towards the front, he readies his weapon. We are going to roll initiative as a tree is knocked down and this thing like the burrowing like creature starts to peel its way through the trees that are immediately surrounding the orchard. And give me just a second. You can go ahead and roll initiative and I'll get them in just a moment. There is going to be a gigantic, this is probably not gigantic, wonderful, look at that. This like sprouts out of the ground as this creature senses a very heavy target and it's very hungry looking. It is actually bigger than that, so you might be closer to it. I'm just struggling. There we go. So yeah, this thing pops out of the ground and a few trees are like falling over and Big Azra is just like, holy shit. He is going to roll initiative very quickly. And as many rounds that pass right here, we will say are rounds that pass for the individuals traveling. I'll say, give me just a second. I'm going to roll initiative. Because there's still a bless being upheld there as well, and rage as well. So this is Big Azra. This is Samia. And then I'm going to roll a flat d20 for this thing and see where it goes.
Damn.
Not bad. So it is actually going to go first. So let me add a turn for it. And I'm just going to put it at 20 or 21, which is right above her. And this thing, you've heard the description. You would know how your character kind of like receives it. Samia is fascinated right now, but also really terrified. And this will begin this section of combat. Let me go ahead and get a little bit better of a view for stream. It is going to act first, and it is going to immediately look at Big Azra. And it is going to start to gather and like thread like interlattice its vines together and make one large big ass vine. And it is going to launch that towards Big Azra. That absolutely hits, as this one seems to be a little bit more beefy than the ones that our other friends had fought. And this is going to... Why is that not working? Oh, there we go. Jesus, that's insane. As Big Azra takes a stab straight through the chest, but not the side that his heart is on. And he takes a significant blow. That is insane, actually. Wonderful. Yeah, he took a huge chunk of damage, and that is all this thing is going to do on its turn. Samia is going to immediately look at that happening and kind of shout out to Big Azra, extremely concerned. And she is going to yell out a healing word for him with her bonus action, I believe. Yeah. So that's one spell slot there. She's actually gonna do a beefier healing word. Rip. And then as her action, she is going to shoot out at this thing, which is within range of her. And yell out, "Vaccine shot!" Huge. That is that's actually amazing. So she's gonna blast into this thing for 16 damage and heal Big Azra for 10 damage. What a turn she's had. So he's looking a little better. And then we have Big Azra's turn itself. He is going to rush forward, not even really like thinking too much about the pain. And he is going to be able to get pretty much base to base with this thing and swing at it. He's actually going to be a little bit further back than that because I think he has reach on the thing that on the weapon you gave him, right? Let me double check. He does not. So he's gonna get right up in there and two-hand with actually he can do this. Yeah, he's gonna great swing. He is going to just absolutely try to cleave into this thing, and his great swing is a DC 14 for 20 damage. Is insane. So this thing is gonna make a dexterity save, DC 14, really quickly. It's still gonna take 10 even if this succeeds, but it's pretty good at these. Yeah, so it's gonna take 10. This thing is like just spewing out like a ton of like sap and acid and things like that. Big Azra is gonna make a Constitution saving throw. That's the wrong character sheet. Let's go. And we'll see if he takes the full amount of this acid spray here upon damaging it. He is only going to take half of this amount of acid damage. Takes 1 point of damage. That's absolutely insane. And then we get to Bang D Boom's turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of make sure I got a good shot on him. First things first, we'll do a Force Ballista. Let's see. Seeing Azra take all that damage, maybe try to put some distance between him and...
Hell yeah, that hits.
Okay. And
7. Okay.
all right, a low roll. It's pretty tragic.
That is a little bit tragic, but this thing takes some significant damage from this, and you can see that like most of its petals have fallen off. It looks cut, and it's like leaking and oozing like sap and things like that. It looked like it was drool before, and now it looks more like it's blood. It's going to fly backwards a little bit with that hit.
Okay. And then I'm gonna launch one of my chill touch. Let's see.
Ooh,
Oh,
excellent.
Did I just roll to G? Did I only roll to you?
It did not roll to me either.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this, I guess.
I'll roll it for you if you want. Just say the word, Pete. Oh, okay. It's 27 absolutely hits.
Okay. And
Huge. Okay, so 12 specifically with the secondary effect from this as well. It not being able to heal. This is huge, and this is actually going to cause it to erupt. And it's far away enough now to not get Azra in its like spread its splash zone, for lack of a better term. And this thing withers and collapses into a puddle of decaying plant matter on the ground, as you can kind of see more trees around you starting to collapse. I'll say after this full round of combat, the crew that was a little bit away has gotten about halfway towards eye shot of where you guys are at right now, but they're not quite back into the fray of things. But you do see 2 more flower bodies, like mouths, like pop out of the background. These are going to be a little bit smaller than the one that you just ended up blasting. What is going on with Roll20, bruh?
and then started blasting.
I upgraded and everything. Okay, so this one is X'd out. And then there are going to be a few more that pop up.
Well, I guess as they pop up, let's shout to Azrael. I'm like, well, it looks like we're not done yet.
He just kind of like smirks and he's wiping blood off of him, and he's just like, no, that would be too easy. And Samia's just like, back up from it. This thing is dangerous. Like, did you just see? And yeah, so these two are gonna it's gonna knock over another tree, which gets very close to CC's like house. And this one is actually going. What's up?
He fights up close. That is, unless you have a cannon, then you kind of have to be far away. But otherwise,
so you're gonna notice that one of them like pops out from around like tree roots, and it is going to knock down a tree, and then this other one is actually going to erupt out from the chimney of CC's house. And it's like towering above like very high up in the air. I'm not even sure if it's within reach of you. It is probably within reach of you. You have ridiculous reach. But Big Azra just kind of like yells out to you, and he's just like I'm gonna leave that one to you, and I'll focus on this one. And he's kind of smiling. It is going to be these things' turn. I'll say they've used their movement to get in like where they're at right now. This one is going to attempt to vine lash at Big Azra. Oh my goodness. This is so tragic. All right, we're back in. Huge. That absolutely hits. And that is gonna be 6 slashing damage at him. Okay, so he's at 47 now. And this one over here is going to whip its like vine in front of it and throw out nettles in like a bit of like a spray, and these like thorns fly through the air and are going to hit without needing to roll. So this is like missiles or vaccine shot, and it's gonna stick 2 into you, Bang D Boom, and 1 into Samia, which I'm gonna roll here in just a second. So yeah, it is gonna nettle spray. Did that roll? Oh yeah, it was 1. So the first 2 are at you, Bang D Boom, so that's 9 damage. And 1 is at Samia, so that's 5 damage. This is gonna be poison damage as well.
Okay.
And that's gonna be its turn, and then it will go to Samia, who just took 5 damage. And she's just like, I don't know how to describe it, but I think this thing's learning. As she like notices the similarity between the attacks that it did at him and or that it did at her is like her vaccine shot, and the other attack seemed like a version of Azra's great swing, like with his glass hammer javelin spear thing or whatever. And she looks a little bit confused. She kind of shouts out to you like, "Are you okay?" Looking at you, Bang D Boom.
Oh, and Bang D Boom is just gonna be kind of looking at the wounds and seeing that it was like some sort of natural poison, and just gets like super excited. It's like, I need that.
And she's just gonna be like, I don't know what would counteract this poison. We don't want to take too much more of that damage, those kind of attacks. And she is going to, that's not within range. That's not within range. And she's gonna do another vaccine shot back at it. The one up high. And she's gonna do 11 damage to it, which is pretty huge. Let me check down her spell slots from this, and then she's gonna hold off on healing this round. She's not gonna use another spell slot because she's kind of
We did.
yeah. So that is gonna be her whole turn, and then we go to Big Azra. He sees this thing knocking over trees and whatnot, and he's just like, yeah, I've never seen anything, you know, quite as big as you outside of the cactus belt. He runs up on it. I'm gonna do something really cool here, potentially. I'm gonna have him do an athletics. I'm gonna call it a DC 20, which he can absolutely beat. And if he does, I'm gonna have him beat this plant with a tree.
Respect.
I think that's oh yeah. So he is going to I'm gonna roll to hit with
Tree
one of his
time.
yeah, I'm gonna roll to hit with one of his normal weapons. He crits. What the fuck? This is
Big ass is showing out,
insane. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna add 5 to whatever I am about to roll. Which I don't have macroed, so I'm just gonna roll it. We're gonna add 5 to this number. 37 damage. He is going to completely flatten this creature.
Let's go.
And he's just like, yeah, you shouldn't be going around knocking down trees if you can't handle the weight of them. and he just kind of like smiles, holds the tree. He like puts it over his shoulders. You know what I mean? Like behind his head, and he's like just like it's like what, like Sanosuke or whatever from Rurouni Kenshin. Like he's just got this huge ass tree trunk that he's just poised. He like turns around and smiles at you guys, and he gives you like the anime dude thumbs up, and there's like a glint from his teeth. This dude is shining right now as he just flattens this thing like a pancake. And he had enough reach to not be hit by its like acid spray when it from taking damage or whatever. But yeah, this guy just absolutely showed up and showed out just now. Huge. That is going to be his whole turn. And as it goes to Bang D Boom.
Okay, so since he did something cool, I'm gonna have to at least try something cool.
Say, hey, watch this.
A while back, I turned that sniper rifle into a mechanical firearm. The creation that I had attached to it was the Scorching Ray. So basically, I want this to be like a laser. And I'm gonna try to hit this thing with. And with the mechanical firearm, if it hits, I roll a 1d8 to add to the damage. So, let's see. Oh, I would hope that hits.
Yes, absolutely hits. What's the range of this? Is this what, like 120?
120, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it should be within range of you. It's really high up in the air, so I wanted to make sure. Okay, so then that's 9 damage to this thing, right? And this is fire damage, is that correct?
Correct.
Huge. So this thing seems to like shriek, and you can see steam like erupting out as like it takes like the cloud of pollen around it like catches fire, and it seems that this damage did very lasting. It has lasting effects, and this thing does not seem to like fire whatsoever. Huge. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna force ballista, so try not to catch CC's house on fire.
Gotcha. That is not gonna hit. As it's writhing in pain, it is going to just be like squirming unpredictably, and your force ballista just shy of making a direct hit, like just barely grazes some of the leaves and like tertiary like capillary vines off to the side of it. You do not hit or cause any like lasting damage though with it.
Okay.
Huge. And then that is going to be back to the top of the round. I'll say that CC, you are able to see in the distance through a whole bunch of knocked over trees leading into your orchard, towering over what you believe to be your house is smoke rising, and this large flower creature just like staring down at like enwrapped in flames and screeching and things like that. Anybody with a passive 15 or above would easily be able to see that. But CC, you know the land familiar enough to know this is directly over your house.
At least it's in the chimney.
Oh, it looks like they made it there.
And then we are going to have this thing plummet down through the chimney and into the ground, and it's going to move. Let's see, how far can it get? Oh, it can get pretty far. Yeah, it's gonna move to about right here and sprout out of the ground. And it is going to, let's see. It is going to it went under the ground to kind of like smother the flames. And so it put the flames out on itself. You could see it like scarred and scorched, and there's like parts of it that are burned away, and like so like it's like a like Two-Face kind of, like in Batman, like how like it's got like this crazy like huge mouth with teeth and whatnot. You could see like burned away flesh around it, so it's like teeth are more exposed than they were before. And it lets out a breath of a thicker, hazy, like pollen or spore like substance, and it is actually going to like spray this out into the air, and Samia just kind of sees this and quickly is just like, hold your breath, and she's just like, I've seen attacks like this before, and this thing is going to let out a hypnotic spore cloud.
Baby holds his breath.
So 42. Cool. Mia, as she yells out to you, hold your breath, is immediately going to pass out, fall prone, and be asleep on the ground.
42?
It's not damage. The way the sleep spell works is that it, like, you roll, and anything that has less than that amount of HP is going to be knocked out. So she is knocked out. She is asleep. But she used her, like, interaction to yell to you to hold your breath, and with that assistance from her, you were able to not breathe in these spores, but it cost her like she as she yelled, she breathed in a few of the spores. So yeah, she's knocked the fuck out right now. In order to wake her up, she would either need to be attacked or shaken awake. It would take your action on your turn to wake her up, but she's passed out, prone on the ground right now, incapacitated as it would be. That's going to be this thing's turn, as it is going to go to her turn. She's literally not going to do nothing. And then it's going to be Big Azra. And he was like, he's going to like look at all of this happening, and he's going to be infuriated. He's like, oh no, you don't. And he's going to run over here holding a tree. And he can get, wow, he can, that's crazy. He's gonna get right here and try to hit this thing with a tree. So I'm gonna roll a normal attack on it again. 19 hits. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll not crit damage for this. So we're gonna add a 5 to what I'm about to roll right now. 15 damage. This thing is actually going to be flattened like a pancake from that. And this is going to just let out a in the splash zone, like an acrid like vapor cloud that is going to splash onto Big Azra. He's going to make another Constitution saving throw. As this is happening, the rest of the crew is going to start to run up on the farm, seeing Big Azra absolutely just like decimate this thing. He's only going to take half of this damage that I'm about to roll in acid damage. And the rest of you can drag your tokens onto the bottom of this map, if you would so like.
You said that thing was flattened. Has it completely like disappeared?
It liquefies into, like, it withers away almost instantaneously.
That's a shame.
It's like a puddle of like goop and like loose like sinew that's like not connected or like anything. It's like all the plant matter starts to decay as these things die. I'm sorry, what?
Can I inspect it to see if it's poisonous goop?
You can assume safely that it is. If you would like to spend some time doing that, you can give me a, I guess this would be nature or survival, whichever one you want to flavor that as. As this is happening, what are the rest of you saying as you like run up on the situation here? CC, you could see there's like minor damage done to like some of the roof and like the chimney of your house, and there's like you could see some of the foundation has been shook as this thing burrowed directly underneath it.
Oh wow, at least it's not destroyed. For sure thought with all that smoke it was gone.
Wait,
with
we
a
got
13,
So you do care about your house.
a 13,
I do.
You're here for the Marine.
a 13, you don't really notice anything salvageable here. It all looks like toxic, and like there's fumes coming off of it that you don't feel safe breathing. It's no good. Samia is passed out still. And as you were all saying that, like Ragnar, your character, Lord Azrael, was saying, wait, we got here before, and you notice someone like Naruto hopping across trees. And they are not immediately approaching this house. They're off to like the side, not like hugging the coast, but like further inland. So to the right of this map. And you can see beneath the trees, some of them are being shook and some of them are even being knocked down as the larger thing that was burrowing underneath the ground is still burrowing up north.
I'll follow it.
Okay. So you guys like run forward. What's your passive, Lord Azrael?
14.
You would notice Samia passed out on the ground over there. Are you gonna slap her awake, or what's going on with that, Bang D Boom?
Oh yeah. Just not like smack. You know, we don't hit undeserved.
You shake her awake.
Right.
Okay, yeah, she just like comes to. She's like, oh God. Did we win? And she's just like looks at she looks at Big Azra, who's like literally like wielding a tree, and he just accidentally like pokes a window out of like he just breaks a fucking window as he like turns, and the tree like swings wide as he like turns to face you, Cece. He's like Miss Cece, they barely damaged your house. Just a window shatters as the tree trunk goes through. He's like, fuck. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I appreciate you protecting it as well as you did.
And he's just
a pretty big guy.
And he's like, oh, it's nothing. You know, it's all in a day's work. And he's going to go to clap you on the back. And strangely, he just kind of like looks a little confused. He's like, the hell? Okay. Like, I think I like you. And he just like smiles and like gives you like a side hug. So Lord Azrael is bolting, and so is brother Dill. Davos and Dalt and Scarlet, what are your immediate thoughts? Like, are y'all trying to follow it as well?
I'll whisper to Dill, good looking out, brother.
That's one of your new test subjects, am I right?
No idea. I'll find out when I get there.
Well, I guess I'll see Davos coming up and just ask him. It's like, hey, didn't you guys say there was somebody headed this way?
There is. You didn't see him?
But no, we were a tad bit preoccupied for a moment.
Yeah, the Marine lady's not here.
Bang D Boom, what's your passive?
Mine is 16.
No, Bang D Boom, what's your passive?
Oh,
15. Yeah, you would have noticed something rustling in some of the trees further inland, maybe about like 120 feet away from where you were at. But again, you were a little bit preoccupied, and you're just happy it wasn't another one of these things, right? Like, I don't
know, maybe another one of these things to show up so we can get a sample, but you know.
And then Scarlet, what are Captain's orders? Are y'all following it, or are y'all like, what's the deal now that we're all regrouped? Balincc, you are muted.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
All right, well, I'm gonna
say,
go ahead.
Say, before we leave, make sure you say a prayer to Davy Loans.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But
Wait, CC is a fellow worshiper of the great Davy Loans.
Of course.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the order from the captain is to follow it, but we're gonna go ahead and call it here as it's right at about time, and I'll go ahead and we will pick up immediately here next time as the beast heads north. Well, it's not a beast. The monstrosity heads north. Those of you who remember interacting with the Marine and overhearing them, which is those of you with a passive of 15 or above, except for Bang D Boom, because he was on a different part of the battle, would have heard that the Marine lady said, and her name is Felicity, she had said, "We can't let it reach the jungles." So this is exactly where we will end up picking up next time. I'm going to go ahead and send it around to each of our players that have anything they would like to plug and hype up and things like that. And then I'll be getting to the cover story very shortly. Let's go ahead and start it off with Cece herself, the lady of the hour. We have Straw Hat Lucas. Tell the folks what you got going on, where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm Straw Hat Lucas, captain of The Last Ark. You guys can check me out on The Last Ark. I live stream over there a couple times a week. I think this week, though, I'm not, because I'll be on Desnus the Dwarf's YouTube channel doing the live action banquet with him, talking about the One Piece live action in season 2 and everything. And make sure you check out my channel on Wednesday for a new episode of Rambling Addiction. I'm pitching a Batman movie trilogy, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think Thursday is Cody 8 what? This D&D campaign's return. So very excited for that. Very excited for that.
Hell yeah, we got SSJ Cody, not Cody 8 the Ocho, Cody 8 what? 8 this D&D, ATE 8. Cody 8 the Ocho tentative return soon as well, but we got Cody in the chat. Cody's link in the description. I will also be a part of the Cody 8 ATE return where I play Wrenchy, and I'm super excited. I can't wait to be a player again. And I will also be a part of Desnus the Dwarf's One Piece live action banquet this Saturday. It's at 3 p.m. CST, 4 p.m. EST if you guys want to come by and support some of the Last Ark crew members that are going to be a part of that. I know Cube of the Red Sea, a good friend, a part of the Last Ark and the Nothing Happened podcast, will also be there. So super hyped for that. Next up we have Brother Dill.
Yeah, as Vex was saying, you can check us out on the Last Ark's live stream channel. We got content coming up there this week and next week and any other week for the foreseeable future. You can also check me out on Saturday at like 6:15, 6:20ish p.m. EST over on Dire Regulus's channel for Group 3, the Blotto Pirates.
Hell yeah.
We're about to start an infiltration section.
Seems pretty hype. Link in the description for Dire's channel as well. And yeah, I think y'all are doing a spoiler review for chapter 1120 tomorrow on TLA. I'm not a spoiler guy, so I won't be a part of it. But I'm pretty hyped for next Saturday's stream. If you guys want to be in the loop on what all is coming up in the TLA community, make sure you join the server, link in the description, and be a part of the discussion there. And then does anybody else have anything they would like to plug or shout out? Mikey, you got any updates on Group 14?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But
whoa. Run it back like 10. Yeah, run it back like 10 seconds.
All right. Yeah, we're like in the middle of our first break month, you could say, but we do have our end in sight. It'll be July 25th, Thursday at 3 p.m. over on Straw Hat Lucas's channel. As always, I'm also still kind of slowly getting the episodic cuts up, which are just a little bit of a different way to digest it, but definitely check out the full VODs on Lucas's channel for the full catch up. I'm kind of just doing that episodic thing for fun and uploading it along the way. But yeah, we will be meeting here at the end of the month.
Hype. Cannot wait for it. So that's gonna be, let's see. That's gonna be, definitely check out Straw Hat Lucas's link in the description as well. And then I have to update the description because it seems that we have another crew member now, somebody who has officially decided to cook for the crew. So huge. We will be picking up exactly here next week, and I have a cover story as always for you guys, which I'll go ahead and start reading right now. Exterior: a sprawling vineyard on the south side of Livneal. The grapevines are properly tended to, and the road dissects the field, separating the red grapes from the white. The wind from the south bend of the clockwise gyre rustles the leaves as they sweep over the land, carrying a sweet scent up the paper trail. I'm telling you, honey, that boy is not to be trusted. I saw it with my own eyes. Witchcraft! Now, dear, you know there's no such thing as magic or witches, and he's been nothing but a perfect little angel to us. The doctor said you have to cut back on your drinking, remember? Two elderly artisans toiled away at the fields, tending to the rows of assorted grapes. As the man's voice raised, it echoed off of the hills of the north of the vineyard. He pointed up the paper trail beyond those hills as his temper grew and his patience withered. I haven't had so much as a swig, I swear it! And I know what I saw, damn it! To be continued.
Peace, peace.